Orúkọ mi ni Fk Ihenacho ọmọ Beppo. Baba used to call me Arike. There was just something very special about that name. You know, that's my Oriki. I'm not really sure if it was the one that named me Arike or my grandmother, but he called me Arike. He called me Adefumike. If not Arike, then it was Adefumike. There was just a special way, you know, he called each of us. Baba, I'm the sixth child of Baba. And he used to tell us how he got 7 children. He was from a royal family. You know, after he already had 4 female children, and then the 5th one, God blessed him with a boy. And so they thought finally the door to the boy child, you know, is now opened, and they decided to try again, you know. And then they tried again the 6th time, and that became me, Adefunke, a girl. And then they decided to try again, and then they gave birth to my younger sister, and that was how we became 7. You know, Baba was a family man to the core. He was given to family. He wasn't really much of a party person. He wasn't given to clubbing or going out, you know. But he spent most of his time, if not on work, then at home. I can say he literally lived his life for us. He gave himself to us. Baba was a good storyteller. He was very articulate, you know. You just want to be around him. You want to listen to his stories. He derived great joy in telling us stories about how he met our mom in the choir, you know. There's this particular song he used to sing, you know, to woo her. I can't really remember the song, but I'm sure one of my siblings should remember. Something about calling her name and all that. You know, he just enjoyed telling stories. I will really miss that part of him. Baba, I can say Baba helped my self-esteem as a child. Growing up as a child, I was very thin. I wasn't slim. I was actually very thin. And it used to affect me because people would look at me and say, how are you like this? You know, my teachers, in fact, some of them even thought I was SS. You know, Baba would call me and say, Adefunke, Okpelenge nie. There's this particular one that that what it means is that you can't find worms on dry meat. You know, and that really helped. I believed it. And it really helped me. Even in my academics, it helped me. I was always topping my class. So I can actually I can say that it helped my self-esteem as a growing child. You know, Baba had this joyful aura. You just would like to be around him. I remember there was a time I traveled. I decided to go to spend some time with my grandma at Ilesha. My uncle came to Abeokuta, so I decided to follow him back to Ilesha to spend some time. I got there and I was just homesick. I wanted to come back home, you know, but there was nobody to take me back. Oh, God. My grandma tried. She pampered. She gave me everything, you know, she could, but to no avail. Then I think on the 3rd, I was supposed to spend a week or so, but on the 3rd day, I was just outside. I was moody, and then I just saw Baba's car. And so when I saw Baba, my heart was I was so glad and joyful. And then that night, we didn't even stay the next day. That night, we took off and, you know, we came back home. We just always wanted to be around him. He was a family man to the core. I can say one of his legacies or one of his heart desires was to build a family filled with love and unity. And I can boldly say that God really helped him to achieve that, you know. A lot of our friends tell us, even up till now, that why your family is just different. There is nothing any of my siblings would do to me that would make me feel or think evil towards them. As in, there's just this unity and closeness we all have amongst us. And I can attribute that to the way Baba brought us all up. There was just this spirit of togetherness. We're always, you know, singing and dancing together. I want mommy. He would tell us, Baba would tell us, I want mommy loremi, I want mommy lebi mi, I want legbon mi, I want laburo mi. You know, he was just all about his family, his children. There was no place was too far for him to drive to. There was a time we're all, in different schools. Baba would drive around just to see us, to check on us. That even my landlady back then at school thought I didn't have a mother because she was always seeing my father, my dad all around. Baba, I would really miss you. I would really, really, really miss you. Baba lived a good life. Baba lived a fulfilled life. And I'm grateful that he fathered me. Rest in peace, Baba.
There's a call comes ringing while the restless wind send the light, send the light, send the light. There are souls to rescue, there are souls to save. Send the light, send the light, send the light. The blessed gospel light, let it shine from shore to shore. Send the light, the blessed gospel light, let it shine forevermore, forevermore.
I remember several times Baba called me and he was like, Adefunke, oni farabale, oni suru, bi momo. And then he would tell me, wa ba mi sọ̀rọ̀, because I'm a very quiet and calm person. Wa ba mi sọ̀rọ̀, tó bá lè bá mi sọ̀rọ̀, tó bá lè bàbá bá ẹ sọ̀rọ̀, báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ bọ́kọ ẹ sọ̀rọ̀. We had that conversation several times. And he was able to relate with each of us, based on our different temperament. There was a time I came back from school and we're just talking, and he analyzed the seven of us, he picked out our different weaknesses and strengths, and I was just amazed at how, deeply he was able to connect with us. My father was a farmer. He was a lecturer, but at the same time, he grew up, his own father was a farmer. And so that nature was still there. I remember growing up, we had several fruits all around us. Name all types of fruit. We had it all around us. I think it was when I got to Lagos that I saw that, okay, people actually buy and sell pawpaw and other, because we had everything all around us. Baba was a farmer, and he ensured that, he farmed in different places. He bought several farms, farmlands. I can't count how many times we went together to, plant maize, plant cassava. We planted, several crop products and all that. I remember vividly there was a time, I think he just got a new car. I can't remember but he just bought the new car not long, and then we all came home from school to celebrate Momo's 60th birthday. And then while we were doing we're just going around preparing for the birthday, my brother called me that, okay, yeah, Funke, come and learn how to drive. Let me teach you how to drive. And then we didn't pick any other car. We went straight to the new car. And then my brother put me in the driver's seat. And then I just pressed the accelerator. I didn't have any knowledge of driving, And then the car skidded the gutter, hit another car, and then, it was one tree that stopped the car. Baba was not around that day. And then we're all terrified. Thank God myself, my brother, and then my youngest sister were in the car. We all came out of the car, thank God. But then we started thinking, hey, what would Baba say? A new car that he just bought. Everybody was dreading, what he would come back to say. And then he came back. And the first thing he said was like, Omo meta, Jesu mi, o ṣeun. That just, I was just relieved that, he didn't even think about the fact that, okay, it was a new car and all that. In his mind, all he was just thinking about was the fact that at least his 3 children, how would he explain to people, Baba was always, he would look for the good in every situation. I loved that about my father. Baba Beppo, Baba Yoruba, Baba Ijesha, Baba Oluwatomilayo, Ajoke, Baba Olufadekemi, Ashake, Baba Omodele Anke, Baba Mojirade Abike, Baba Adetoyese Akanji, Baba Adefunke Arike, Baba Adeola Agbeke. Ó dìgbà. It's so hard to say bye-bye. We really miss you. You have lived a good life. You are a present father. We celebrate you always. You forever remain in our hearts. Your legacy of family, of love, you loved passionately, would forever continue. We love you, Baba. Odigba, Ọmọọba, Ọmọwa, Òyìnbó Ìjẹ̀ṣà, tí ń ṣohun ní pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́, sùnre o.